To do this, right? I mean, at 2-0, you could easily see like, hey man, sorry, you had the chance. But all along you said, no, he's putting in work, let's do it again. So why are you so open to this?
Oh man, it's just, it's the biggest fight I can do right now. You know, everyone wants to see it, right? And that's it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it is. He was, you know, obviously, or I'll give him credit. You know, he was stubborn. He goes, ain't no one taking that number one contender spot from me. That's what he did. He stood there and took out all the guys and didn't let them have a shot at me, so now he gets a shot. Good on him. You know, that's exactly what I would do in the same situation. So, and now he's obviously getting credited with a third chance. So he's done his, what he was meant to do, so good on him.
Talk about your preparation for this, right? I mean, you are 2-0 against him, right? So I mean, do you feel there's a need to make adjustments in the lead up, or is it like, hey, no, we've been in there for 10 rounds, we know what this guy has, we know the rhythm?
Oh, there's always going to be adjustments. I don't think I need to change like too much, right? Yeah, that's it, yeah. Cheers. Good lad.
That's proper.
There we go. We'll start a little cushion again after. Yeah, man, yeah, I think obviously there's going to be different strategies, you know, and how we approach it. There's going to be things that we want to know what he's going to do, but at the same time, you know, my style and where I'm at right now will definitely be enough to deal with whatever challenges come forward. But I'm expecting Max to maybe even switch things up. I'm still expecting that chess match and strategy and all that type of stuff. So I need to be on, and I will be on Fight Night.
Are you expecting more? Desperation might be the wrong word, but like aggression, like you know, like this is it. Yes, he worked back here, but it's probably not going to happen again. So are you expecting that out of him?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think he's going to still fight the fight he has to fight to try and win. He knows it's not going to be an easy task, so you know he'll definitely you know try and find the right way to win. But at the same time, he's a gamer, man. So you know he's going to bring it. That's part of his style. You know, he wants to overwhelm people with mentally and physically. He wants to get in your head and come forward. So you know that's always going to be a part of his strategy. You know, I don't think he's going to sit back and wait or anything like that. So. You know, I think he will have some things and some strategies going into this, but we're going to probably see the same Max. He's going to come forward and want to put hands on me, and I ain't going to back. You know, you won't see a backward step from me. So it's going to make for a fun fight. Chess match, very exciting, high pace, and let's do it.
That's it for me. You know, obviously you focus on Saturday, but you know, get doing it here. Is the work done at 145? Is there more work to be done, or is it time to start looking at other options?
Oh man, the work's not done. You know, we've got a stacked division. Like, we've got a lot of people coming. Maybe we have to, you know, sit and wait a little bit. And that's why you always got other options too. You know, whether there's a double champ or whatever it is, you know, big fights that, you know, because again, I don't want to just give people a title shot for the sake of it. If there's injuries and someone has to replace, all right, it makes sense. But then just giving someone that's ranked further down for no reason, you know, I feel like you need to take that number one spot, like Max did, and then you'll get that shot. You know, it's been pretty clear from day one. But my work's definitely not done at featherweight. You know, you've got a bunch of killers coming through. You know what I mean? You know, you've got Josh Hendrick who just come off a fight. You know, your Caters, your Rodriguez, and fighting Ortega. So that's going to be big. Arnold Allen's. You know, there's plenty of guys. There's plenty of killers coming through. They're just not there yet. But I mean, you know, while I'm keeping busy with this, you know, who knows? In a couple of months, we might have a clear guy that everyone wants to see. So I'll be keen to bring that on. But you know, we'll see what options are after this fight.
It's right there. I'm curious, what's your level of concern of Max Holloway's power going into these fights? How much of a focus do you put on that in Canada?
Power. Well, you know, let's be real, he's more of a volume fighter, you know, so, you know, I don't think power is something, like obviously technique and all that is speed and all that's good, like obviously you can, yeah, that's something that I'm not too worried about. You know, I'm a pretty powerful dude. Obviously, he started off strong with that last one, so, you know, I'm going to have to not let him start off strong this time and not let him land these types of shots, but at the same time, you know, I'm ready for whatever comes. But I mean, you know, I don't think power is a real issue. I think it's that volume, that pace he's going to bring is always going to be something that you need. That chess match that we're going to have, that's something that I obviously got my eye on the power.
And on the flip side, I think he has the most fights ever in UFC history without ever being knocked down. I think it's 26. Is that something you've thought about wanting to accomplish? And I guess what would it mean for you to end that streak?
Man, like that'd be incredible, right? Like if you could sit there, it's a legendary chin that he has, you know what I mean? It's incredible. You know, I've always said that you don't want to be known for your granite chin. But at the same time, it is legendary at the moment. And for me, if I could take that chin and then put him out, that really is setting the stage because no one's done that. And but again, he obviously takes damage. I have touched on the fact that you can't hold up forever. But let's see if it holds up this far. Because I know I'm gonna land. I'm gonna land big. I'm gonna be definitely coming forward and then landing some big shots. So let's see if that legendary chin holds up.
And I know you've been asked a million times about if you feel you get the respect you deserve, all this stuff, but you're on such a remarkable winning streak right now, both overall in MMA and in the UFC. Do you think media, fans talk about this run that you're on enough in terms of the consecutive victories?
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? It's obviously over the last couple as well. Like you've definitely seen everyone's change of tone. Especially after Ortega. People really got to see something that you don't really get to see too often. Like when you look at people want to know like what's Volka about. You know what I mean? And then that was a good showing. Like that I always say about that never give up attitude, that never die attitude. Like that next level type of resilience, was really seen on that night. I think a lot of people good respect there, and obviously after the last performance, people really jumped on board. But yeah, man, it's definitely all good.
You've only tasted defeat once. Do you remember?
I think so. With the records and all that, no, it's incredible. But I don't really. People ask me about the records, and 21-5 win streak and all that. And I really don't. I just go by each performance. That's just how I am. Like I just look at that next task. People, I just go. It's all about. I was asked. Are you worried about losing that streak? No, I don't care about losing the streak. I care about losing. You know what I mean? I don't want to lose. I'm plain and simple. I'm a competitor, so I don't really care too much about that. So if people talk about it or not, it doesn't matter. But obviously, it's pretty impressive. So we'll get touched on here and there, but I don't look too much into it.
Yeah, and it's only been the one loss. Do you remember what it feels like to taste defeat, and how much does that resonate you and motivate you in each fight?
Yeah, you're always going to remember. You know what I mean? There's you're going to remember. Man, I'm like I don't need to learn from losses. That's one thing that I've made clear. You know what I mean? Even in a good performance, even when you're winning, there's still a lot you can take out of them. Obviously, you do learn a lot from the losses, but you learn a lot from your wins too. And that's something that that I've always said, and that's just how I am. But obviously, I still feel that, and just losing is not an option in my mind. I refuse to lose. I've always said it. Well before I was in the UFC, refuse to lose. So that's something that it's I'm not thinking about what it feels like. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about winning and doing what I need to do. But obviously, the drive to not lose is always going to be there as a competitor.
Alex, back here to your left.